Hi again. So, I already showed you the performance stack we're using for the carburation, intake, and exhaust manifold. Those have been placed on the car. It worked very well. The car is noticeably more power than when it had the BBS and the stock intake and the stock exhaust. So that part is working. So next thing we need to do is upgrade the ignition, and we have two ways to go on here, and let me show you what we got. Okay, they got the parts plus. A good old-fashioned, extra heavy-duty distributor cap, 8mm plug wires. Nothing earth-shattering there. This is a distributor. It's been welded up so it has 9 degrees of advance built into it, so it's 18 total. It's got a spring kit for the advance, so it comes on relatively fast. I think it comes in about 2,500 RPMs. It's fully advanced. Summit CD box. I bought this about, I don't know, 10 years ago. They still sell the same thing. It's a good unit. It does have a RPM limit on it, a rev limiter. Instructions how to hook everything up. Nothing earth-shattering new. Basic CD box. You hook this into your distributor. You can get rid of the factory one, run 12 volts through it, get rid of the valve booster and all that. Some people consider that a good thing. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, who knows. But this performance, this ignition stack that we're going to call it, was finalized in 1978. Nothing new in this system for the next 50 years. I don't care what Holly says, or Barroso, MSD. This is the same thing they were selling back in 1978 as the ultimate ignition system. I don't understand people. Distributors. New cars have distributorless ignition systems. Holly's still selling a distributor setup for their cars and their discriminator 22 injections. Why don't they go the next step and just sell you a crank wheel and the sender for it? I mean, come on, guys. Get with it. Crank wheel costs what? $35 from do-it-yourself automotive, from Auto Tune? Not a big deal to do. In fact, I have to show the one I did for my slant. Put this stuff away. Take some more crap out. Bear with me, I gotta dig some parts out. 1985 Ford with the Mustang and the first generation Fox body and the 5-liter came out with EDIS. EDIS consists of a controller box. This little thing right here, wires, wasted spark ignition, nothing special about this. A trigger wheel. This one's set up to run off my slant 6. A sensor for the trigger wheel. Once again, mounted on a slant 6 valve cover. Or timing chain cover. This is so superior what the aftermarket's selling right now. Makes you wonder how they get rid of it, how they get by selling this stuff. I can find a standalone controller for this. Mega Jolt Light makes one. That's what it's called. It seems to be fairly popular. I want to run a carburetor and a distributorless ignition system. I'd buy one of those. A Micro Skirt 3 fires this thing. It runs it just fine. They discourage you from using it because there's a few things you can't do that you may want to do in a high performance engine. You can't retard spark below 10 degrees because this thing here by default runs at 10 degrees as a fallback. You can't use what is the other? You can't use the you can't cut spark to do a rev limiter with cutting spark. You have to use fuel. That's the two things you can't use. All I can say is Ford must want a hell of a lot of money for duplicating this system. I don't know why anybody else isn't using it. The aftermarket is all GM based. Poly stamps their label on a GM IAC and charge you 5 times more than what you buy in a parts store. Same thing. The fact they've been getting away with that is amazing. Nobody's called them out on it. I guess I have. Anyway, I can put this in my Duster now and it would idle with 10 degrees of duration. It'd sit there and idle. I don't want any more than 10 because I need a controller of some sort to adjust the ignition. That would be where the microskirt comes in. The microskirt does that. Microskirt fires the injectors. Microskirt will control the throttle body. I could build my 74 Duster to emulate a 5-liter Ford Mustang from 1985. And I probably will do it. Why not? I got the throttle body for it, the 5-liter Ford throttle body, and they got the spark, the injectors. It's not that hard to do. So, this is not going in the Duster right now. This setup is not going into my Dart either because my Dart's getting LSX photos running in wasted spark mode. Because the microskirt will fire them directly. I don't need this module to do it. So that's interesting how this works. There you go. Simple. Why don't they sell more of this? I don't know. Like I said, Ford must want a lot of money for the technology in this, or else it's been duplicated by now. Oh well. End of that. See you guys next time.